Good morning, friends. I was planning on taking a day off, but I don't know, I'd feel guilty if I didn't come out here and walk a little bit at least today. So I did my 5K. I'm almost home. But as promised, I wanted to talk to you about what I have coming up over this next month, and also a glimpse of into the future. So as far as physical challenges, I'll get right to that first. So this month I walked 3.1 miles a day until the last 3 days, where I did 5.5 miles, and that added up to 100 miles. Well, next month I want to double that, not only with walking, but I also want to implement bike riding, so cycling. And there's a couple reasons for that. As I always talk about, it's doing something that you enjoy, and I wrote a little bit over the last couple of weeks here and there, and it's fun for me. I really enjoy it. I did it all the time as a kid, way more than I ever walked or ran anywhere. And it's just something I truly love. So I'm gonna implement that in my workout, and so the way I'm gonna do it is like an every other day thing. So if I walk at least my 5K, say on Monday, on Tuesday I'm gonna have to ride my bike. And the challenge with it is to be able to do that on every other day basis, to hit 200 miles with the split between the running and walk, or the walking and biking. I'm gonna need to be biking about 10 miles a day on the days that I do it. I did 6 miles not too long ago. I about died. Like, I was nauseous from working my legs, but so that'll be interesting to try. And the second part of the challenge, or not necessarily the challenge, but an experiment that I'm doing, is you'll probably see it maybe not this next week, but the week after, just with the holiday and everything. It's gonna be kind of crazy, but it's a confidence challenge, and that's all I'm going to tell you for now, to do with the public. So that'll be fun as well. And lastly, I want to show you what I have going on more of a technical side, and I'm going to show you that right now. All right, guys, so we're back for the second part of the video. This is going to be a long video. I'm very sorry, but I have a lot to say today. So I already talked about the exercise challenges for the next month, and now let's get into the more nerdy stuff. So let me just bring up my desktop here and I'll show you. It's called The Daily Grind, A Weight Loss Journey. And I did its own Facebook page, and then I also did a YouTube page for the videos as well. The entire archive of the last month is on there. And the reason that I did it on its own page is, up till now, it's only been on my personal page. That's it. And what this will allow me to do is reach a more broad audience and do some other things that I want. I've already talked about the confidence challenge, but I'm going to start adding in some other things as well. So not just the videos. I'm still going to keep doing those. Nothing's changing with that. I'm going to take you with me every time I exercise, if possible, and share my experience with you. A lot of people have really liked seeing a guy, in my shape, a real person that gets down and works out and does all these things. And I'm going to keep sharing that, guys. It keeps me accountable, and apparently people like it. So that's not going anyway. I'm just adding a few things in. So everything I will be posting over here at the Daily Grind, I will put a link in the description of this video so that you can find that and like it. Or, if you know somebody that needs to hear this stuff, just share it with them. And the worst thing you can do is tell somebody, hey, you need to lose weight, or you need to, drop some pounds. It sucks, man. I've heard that a lot, and it's brutal. But if you just share the content and somebody sees it, that works so much better. So even if you don't dig it and want to follow it yourself, share some of the videos if you want that you see on mine, and try to get the message out there. So last but not least, I am also going to be doing the Daily Grind podcast. And
this is probably the part I'm most excited about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on different people with interesting things to say. So maybe it's somebody else going through their own weight loss journey. Maybe it's a nutritionist. Maybe it's a personal trainer, somebody like that. And we can have discussions, or maybe it's just me ranting about something. It gives me a chance in this format, in this audio format, to really dive deep down into these topics that I've touched on briefly in my videos. But this way I can really, really dive in and talk about it and discuss it with other people. And the second reason I did the podcast is because a lot of people have reached out to me and they say, hey, I listened to your videos before the gym or after the gym, and I really enjoyed it. It keeps me going and so on. So doing this long form podcast content will allow you to just take it with you. There's more people than I could ever imagine would have told me they'd like to listen to it while they do it. So here you go. This will solve that problem. So you can just take it on the go with you. I listen to a lot of podcasts while I walk, and it really helps me out. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. This video is gonna be incredibly long, but thank you guys once again for everything. I'm so excited for this next month. It's gonna be a rough one. It's gonna be hard physically, and then keeping on top of all this. But I've already got just some great feedback. The YouTube channel's been up for about a day, and I've already had some people reach out to me on that. And it's just that larger audience. I think people want to see this kind of stuff. So I'm glad you've stuck with me. You are the best, and we'll see you in the morning.